Hey, good morning. So today I've got so many downloads that have been coming to me. I'm understanding things through the collective since we're all connected. I'm getting all of this information that's coming from the collective on different levels of knowledge that my consciousness, well, let's just start with this. You are of the consciousness. You don't have a conscience, and then it's like outside of you. Consciousness is, and you're inside of that. Okay. So what you're thinking, all the thoughts you have, all of these aha moments, everything, since you're connected to everything, it's coming into your frequency to be experienced. It's not outside of you. So it's kind of like, because the consciousness has created this planet, has created everything that you see, even the way you think of space and how you go into space and the time and everything, all the rules that have been ever made up, everything. It's all been created in the consciousness. So what happens is, I'm trying to explain this in terms that is in language to where it's understandable, because when you're in the ether, you see it so magnificently and the knowledge is there, but it's kind of hard to put it into words that ones can understand. And since everyone is on their own frequency, some people may just not even get this video, not understand it. Some might be at a different level. To where they're like, oh, I kind of see that point, and then it's going to take them to a higher level. And some are just going to be like, this fucking shit is batshit crazy, because they haven't worked through their conditioned programming of their thoughts in their little mind in a way. And that's okay. That's just still a frequency, right? You're tuning the station to what you want to be, what you want to listen to, how you want your life to live. And it's just a frequency. So you have to tune your frequency to what you want it to be. So this morning, since we've created space. The consciousness has created, let's just use the thought of space. And just like everything, even in nature, you notice a lot of things look like penises and vaginas. Well, it's because we are creating that, okay? We have created plants. We have created things that look like the anatomy of the body, because in the consciousness that was created. So then once it's created, then it's able to manifest into the reality of the 3D that you're seeing, okay? So just like space, someone has had the thought, the consciousness, the creation of it in the collective consciousness, okay? So it was created then. Then there was another thought that came that created and manifested like rocket ships that can go into space. So this morning I started thinking about, well, if it's just how we see it because it's created by the consciousness, who's to say, you know how people talk about like space and time and how like 72 hours equals 3 days here in this reality in the 3D physical form, but like certain things in space is like 10,000 light years away and all of this. Who created that? That's in the consciousness collective creation, right? So you see these scientists creating and going into space with the spaceship and all of this stuff, and they're putting on all these suits and they can't breathe and everything. Who says when they get to space that they can't breathe? So what if we started to manifest and create a reality that does have spaceships, and the spaceship can look like anything you want. It could be like one you've seen that was already created on TV, the little round, little saucer ones, or you can do one that looks like a dildo. Put wings on anything. It'll fly, it'll float if you create it to. I mean, look at airplanes. It's like a freaking dildo with wings, right? So anyway, someone created that and made it come into the physical reality to then be able to go into the sky that we've created. So what's to say that you can't just go into space as is without a suit on and breathe fine? Who has said that you can't breathe in space? It's because it's in the consciousness of the collective. So if you started to manifest that you could just go through a portal and create any spaceship that you want and take as many people as you want, the more the consciousness grows of that manifestation, the more it will come into the physical reality. And then things will start to happen in the physical, and then it'll start to manifest and be able to be done. So who says there's rules? Who says there is no space and time and blah, 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 right? Humans have made time, and we know this, right? Because we created time. So then, therefore, it manifests in our reality. So I just got to thinking, like, also about manifesting, because this is not about you. It's not personal. This is not about me. It's not personal. And our egos and our ego minds think that everything's so freaking personal. And we're always arguing and trying to be with this person and trying to date that person. And, oh, I need love. Love is not outside of you, bro. It is inside of you. Love is actually not a feeling of a manifested, like an ego where it's like, I can't live without him. I just love him so much. That's an attachment. When you get past your attachments and you start to flow, love just is. When it's in your heart, it just is. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't do anything. Your heart is a magnet. And so you're bringing everything to you that is supposed to fill your current reality with evolving into the next phase of wherever it is in the reality that you're creating for yourself, that you need to get to, want to go, that your soul chose to experience in this physical 3D reality of what we're living on this planet. Okay. So again, it's like you've got to let go of the ego. And when you manifest, if you're manifesting, you can manifest whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just sharing my experience and all of these revelations that have come to me. And it's like, before I was always manifesting like, oh, dream house, car, blah, blah, blah. Like this was me a little while ago, manifesting all these things. And then I'd get doubtful when it didn't happen because my ego would get in the way and my old programming of you got to work hard for this, when really you just have to be in your heart and everything does come to you. It really, really does come to you when you're in your heart. Everything will flow into you. So I started thinking, I'm going to start manifesting not personal things, right? And you can still manifest for yourself as well. Like you still want to manifest your own reality. But what if you manifested, of course, all of your health and, wealth, whatever you want your manifestation to be, but I'm going to start manifesting and seeing everyone already at peace and love on the planet. I'm going to start manifesting already seeing the planet flourishing and more trees and more abundance of life on the planet, getting back to nature. I'm going to completely manifest in the collective mindset, not seeing all of the buildings being brought into fruition for more. And I'm going to stop seeing that in my reality. And I'm going to start to manifest seeing more nature and loving human beings all around the world. And through the ley lines of the love of the energy, it's going to start spreading to the collective consciousness. And it's going to start becoming a reality because I'm creating that reality in the consciousness thought. And because we're all connected, it's going to web to you. Again, like it's a big web, it's ripples. You are of the ocean. You are a speck of the ocean. So I'm also going to manifest this space thing, bro. Like I want to go to space just as is in anything I want to go to, and I don't need to wear a suit. I can go through a portal and go beyond that. What's beyond space? I don't know, but I'm about to create that shit. So I'm just saying that's where I'm going. So these are these massive downloads that I'm having today, and I wanted to share it because whenever your energy is meant to receive this video, it's gonna receive it. And whether this triggers you or makes you feel a certain way, or you're like, oh my God, this is crazy, or this is okay, or I don't know how I feel about this energy, it's weird to me, good, because you're on a certain frequency and you are here listening to this because of your frequency. So whether that like triggers some pattern in you to start thinking, ask questions. Ask yourself the questions. Why am I being triggered by this? Why don't I believe this? Why do I think this is actually odd? Or why don't I understand it? Start asking yourself that and connect with yourself. You have all of the answers that you're already seeking inside of yourself. It just takes you looking inward to be able to connect to why your ego is controlling your complete reality that you're in right now. Why you're feeling the way you're feeling or having the thought processes that you're having. It's because it's your ego brain trying to control and keep you in a safe place. And it's all of your programming that you've been taught, things that you have been shown, that you think, that you believe. You have to break free of all of that programming. Once you break free of all of that programming, your mind expands in ways that I can't even begin to explain in English, because it is just mind-blowing the things that you see and experience in your reality when you're expanded and you realize, oh shit, I'm creating this. Literally, because I had an explosive moment. Now all the lights are red and I'm late to work and I'm huffing and I'm puffing and I have anxiety and I'm amped up and my coffee spilled in the car and I lost $10 on the whenever. And that is you creating your spiral of your ego playing out into your physical reality. So I don't think I have anything more to say. I hope this video finds you well, and I hope that you have a blessed day. I'm sending so much love out to you all. Fill your hearts with love. Everything comes to you when you're in your heart center, and you just have magnificent downloads and a magnificent life when you are fully heart-centered and you can feel. Feeling is what we're going into. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you.